Good afternoon, friends. A very warm welcome to all our Circle of Cricket fans and viewers. This is a very special edition of Live on Facebook. We have in the house for the very first time Pragyan Ojha. Pragyan, hi, buddy.
Hi, Pankaj.
How are you,
Uh,
Pragyan? How excited are you? Because if I believe this is the very first time that you doing a video chat on Facebook to interact with your fans directly, right?
yes, I'm very excited. I'm really looking forward to it. And This is something apart from cricket, which for the first time I'm doing, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Great. Great, Pragyan. Wonderful. So what I'll do is I'll just give the opportunity to all our participants who are dying to have a conversation with you to let them say hi to you at least and introduce them to you. So
Sure,
we
sure.
have with us on the show today, we have Umesh, I think, who's joining us from Delhi. Umesh, why don't you say hi to Pragyan?
Again, hi again.
Hi, Umesh.
Wonderful. And we have Sumit as well. Sumit?
Hi Pragyan.
Hi, Sumit.
Wonderful. And all the way from Hyderabad, we have Imam Sharif. He doesn't look very Sharif by the looks of it, but Imam.
Hi Pankaj, hi Pragyan, great to
Hi,
see you.
hi, hi, hi.
So I think it's critical that we have Imam in the show because he's obviously a massive Hyderabad fan, and so he's very excited, obviously, because now that they've made it to the playoffs. So I'm sure he's
Yeah.
all gung ho about it. Right. We have also Mohana. Mohana, hi.
Hi, sir. Hi, Pragyan.
Hi.
That brings us a massive smile on Pragyan's face, which is amazing. I'm so glad. And we have Nilab in the house. Nilab,
Hello, Pankaj sir. Hi, Pragyan.
Hi, Nina.
all right, great. Now that the introductions are done, all of us are ready to go. Pragyan, let's just have a quick word about the season that we've had of IPL and how did you find it? How exciting was this for you? Did you think this was close and better than probably a few previous years? Because the table was a lot closer this time. In fact, at point six teams were in contention and very closely fought. So
Yeah,
tell
it
us
was
your
a
thoughts about it. Yeah.
I think the way it started, because we had a lot of T20 games going on before the IPL, it was like it started as a normal tournament, but the way it progressed was amazing. The way teams they played, it was totally, at the top, I can say, because till the last game, nobody knew exactly who's going to be placed where. So yeah, it's a good thing for cricket lovers and the players as well.
Right. Right. And how happy were you? You know, because for the longest time we've seen spinners, being in contention, in the running for the the best bowler and the most maximum number of wickets in a season. But this time around, you being a spinner, but you realize only Yuzvendra is the only one who was there, and everybody else was a fast bowler. So what did you make of that in the season?
I think I felt even Chahal was performing consistently. I saw Mishra doing well, and then at parts Piyush bowled well. Like as far as picking of wickets was concerned, but spinners were there, and the wickets were a little different than previous edition. There was not much turn for the spinners in most of the games. Uh, then, you know, I felt because of the tournaments that was being played right before IPL, like a lot of T20s were played. Like you can see the World Cup, and before that there were a few tournaments. So I think batsmen dominated the tournament as far as I can say, and the as everybody knows, Indian grounds are a little smaller. So for spinners, the margin of error is very less, I can say.
Especially with the bats getting better and thicker and the
Obviously,
batsmen getting
yes,
stronger.
yes.
It always is getting difficult for a spinner. So obviously we respect the skill that you guys bring to the field. So fantastic. Right. So
Thank you.
just before we move on and I'll just make a quick announcement to all our Circle of Cricket viewers, guys. we have just launched Indian Panga League. It's a 3D mobile cricket game. It's available on both Android and on iOS. So please make sure you go and download the game, install it, play it. Let us know your comments, your reviews, good, bad. Let us know what we can do better in that game, and we'll make sure that we do that as well. So please let the feedback coming to us. Thank you. Just Indian Panga League. Right, now that with that announcement being done, Pragyan, I believe I've been told by my team that you just returned from your anniversary celebrations in Kashmir.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
must have been
actually.
exciting.
Yeah, actually, I got to celebrate my anniversary after 6 years because during this time we had this IPL going on. Like, this year I was not part of IPL, so it was like uh, with something, bad, a good has come. That's all I can say. It's like good for my wife. I was a little disappointed, but I just took it with a smile on because life. That's how it is. So yeah, it was exciting. We went to Kashmir. It was a different experience. Right from our childhood, we have heard that it's heaven on earth. Like it really lived up to his the explanation that we have been getting. So it was out of the world. I couldn't believe that something like that exists in India and people try and go abroad for holidays.
Ah, wow, that is amazing. I think that's a great endorsement for Kashmir coming right from Pragyan, especially because you just came from here with your experience. So that is fantastic to hear, Pragyan.
Thanks, thanks.
Lovely. Tell us what have you been doing these days? How are you preparing for the upcoming domestic season? Because we all know it's a long season. You guys play some 7 to 9 months, so it takes a toll on your body. So how have you been preparing? What have you been up to these days, Pragyan?
I've been really working hard on my fitness. That is one thing which has to be right up there, and you cannot compromise on that. And it needs hard work. It doesn't need skill. It doesn't need anything else. Just it needs is dedication and hard work, and maybe a couple of hours of your day. So I've been training hard on my fitness, and obviously, as far as skill is concerned, I'm really working on that. Skill is different, but in off season I believe if I can improve my fitness, so the durability will be more and I can push myself more during the season.
Great. We wish you all the luck, and I hope you become like the Duracell bunny that you keep that you keep on running the entire season for the next 8 months.
Thanks,
Wonderful,
thanks.
wonderful to hear that, Pragyan. Pragyan, just before I
I'm
give the
I'm really
opportunity,
yeah.
yes,
I'm
please go
saying
on.
I'm really liking your sense of humor and the way you are conducting
I
this.
try, man. I try. I see the whole idea of these entire
Yeah,
conversation program is to have fun, make sure that our celebrities are comfortable, and make this as enjoyable, not just for myself and our viewers, but also for the celebrities and the participants. So yeah, I just try. I'm glad.
you're far more than enjoyable. You're
I'm
rocking the
glad.
show
I'm glad.
actually. Thank you.
I'm glad you like me. So I'm hoping that because you liking this conversation, maybe you'll come back for more, and our
Sure, sure,
viewers will have more
definitely.
opportunities to engage with you. Wonderful. That is great to hear, Pragyan. Thank you so much for that. And just before I move on and give the fans the opportunity to talk to you directly, I just got a word in my ear that I forgot to play a video regarding the Indian Panga League. It's a small video so that the fans get to see what this is about. I think, Pragyan, this would be great for you as well because I know you haven't played the game yet. You have heard about it, but you haven't played. So this would
Yeah,
be a great review of
sure,
that
sure.
as well. So I would ask the tech team to guys, please play the video. Go ahead.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Okay, guys, you're making me look bad. Can we have the video, please? Okay, this silence seems to be killing me. Tech team, are we having some issues? Guys, just hang on, bear with us for a while. I think the tech team is just getting this sorted. We'll have the video shortly. If not, we will continue with the conversation. Just another 10 seconds for it. All right. Seems that the video is not working here, so we're gonna go ahead with our conversation. Never mind. Apologies. Okay. No, my team tells me that it is playing live on FB. So we're gonna just wait for about 20 seconds before it gets over. It's a shame that we can't see it, but in the final video that's gonna come out of this live interaction, it's gonna be there. So another 20 seconds, my team tells me, and then we're gonna continue. It's crazy. My team is giving me the countdown right in my ear with every second. All right, so it's done. Uh, let's come back, Pragyan. It's as I said, it's a shame that we couldn't see the video. We'll make sure that you do get your hands on the game. I'll ensure that my team gets it installed on your
Sure. Once I'm
mobile.
done with the once I'm done with the interaction, I'll definitely get into my mobile and check it out.
Wonderful, and we look forward to your comments and feedback. Hopefully, this will be positive.
It'll be.
Right. So now let's just get to the part why this is important and what exactly this show has been created for is to let the fans directly engage with you. Have a one-on-one with you. So I'm going to start with Nilab here. Nilab, hi.
Hi. Hello, sir.
Go on, Nilab.
Yeah. Hi, Pragyan. Firstly, I
Hi,
want to
hi.
ask you that who do you think that which team will win this IPL? I mean, when this is IPL, or which is your favorite team?
I think I really have this
Yeah, it's
soft.
hard to pick, but still.
Yeah, I have this soft corner for Mumbai Indians because I've played the past 4 years for them. We have won couple of IPLs and won Champions League. So obviously I was rooting for them. But other than that, I think if you watch closely, the way Sunrisers, uh, Kolkata Knight Riders, and RCB they're doing a fabulous job. So I feel these three teams they're equal as far as the competition is concerned. But my as a Hyderabadi, I would like to say it should be Sunrisers
Yeah,
Hyderabad.
he played for Hyderabad too, right? In the first and second editions of IPL. In
Sorry,
previous
I'm not able
editions
to
of
hear you.
IPL, he has played for Hyderabad, right?
First 4 years I played for Deccan.
Yeah.
Then the
Yeah.
next 4 years
Then
I
you
played for
won
Mumbai.
two. Yeah, we had one IPL too.
I
In
won.
second edition. Second edition, you're playing
Yeah.
IPL.
In my career, it's been 3 IPLs,
Yeah.
but two for Mumbai Indians, one for Deccan.
Lucky man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pragyan has been living the dream of every young boy in the country. Anybody who's been playing cricket obviously dreams of playing at the highest levels, and Pragyan, you have done that obviously at all the possible levels. So kudos to you, and we
Thank you.
wish you more success, more power to you going forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that question, Nilab. Just before I give Umesh the chance to come and have a word with you, uh, tell us. You said Hyderabad is obviously close to your heart. Being from there and also just give us a taste of what that place is like and why is it so special to you.
I think it's got a different charm altogether. It's a mix of a fast city and also it is got some time. You can give some time to yourself. See, I've seen in Bangalore, I've seen in Bombay, Delhi. People they're so fast. They don't have time for themselves. But Hyderabad is like a balance in between. And the food is amazing. Everybody knows why Hyderabad is famous for. And there are a lot of beautiful places also here. So the climate is not that hot, as compared to few of the cities in south. It's a moderate climate, so it's a good place to live and for everyone. It's not like only the rich people can enjoy here. It's like for everyone. All the classes can enjoy their lives here.
Right, wonderful. It's just funny that you mentioned that Bangalore everything is fast. I feel I live in Bangalore and everything seems to be a little too laid back at times. So I
No, it's like I've seen like a lot of my family friends and my cousins. They live in Bangalore, but they don't have time. So that's how I felt. It's not like it
it's
implies to
amazing.
everybody.
It's amazing, Pragyan, that you speaking like that about Hyderabad. And I've not spent personally my too much time in Hyderabad. And if you're saying that Hyderabad is so chilled out and laid back, even more than Bangalore, I would love to come there, man. It just sounds exactly my kind of place.
Definitely, you're most welcome.
Thank you. Perfect. Let's just go over to Umesh. Umesh, here's a moment. Go ahead. Talk to Pragyan.
Yeah, so my question to Pragyan is that Virat has had a superb season in the IPL. He has done wonders for RCB. So, what is your take on his performance? And also, if apart from him, anyone else has impressed you in this IPL?
I think Virat, the way he's carried himself, the way he's gone to the different level, it's outstanding. The all like, all credit goes to him. The way he's carried himself, all the players who plays for the country are special, but he's one above them. The way he's batting, the way he's dominated everyone. Even when you're watching the game, as a bowler, as a cricketer, I watch him. I sometimes I also think like, okay, these are the kind of shots he's been playing. This is the way he's attacking. So what would be my plan? Sometimes I also get confused. So that's the kind of aura he's created around him. I feel, I wish him he achieves more and more heights like this and takes Indian cricket to a different level. Uh, and other than Virat, I would like to say uh, Karun Nair has really impressed me. If you see Delhi Daredevils lineup, they don't have too many experienced batsmen. But the way
I
he's
agree.
taken
Yeah.
the team, he's carried the responsibility shown by the seniors like Zakpa and Rahul Bhai. So it's been outstanding the way he's won few games for them. And very rightfully he's been selected for the Zimbabwe. So that's
Umesh, can you mute yourself?
something what he's been rewarded for is hard work and the commitment.
Right, right. It's amazing. First of all, Pragyan, let me just say, it is so refreshing to see a cricketer. First of all, obviously everybody praises Virat. Somebody really has to be an idiot not to, considering what Virat has done, spectacular thing. But it is so refreshing to see this heartfelt thing coming from another cricketer who genuinely seems to believe that it is awesome to see that, Pragyan. So again, I tip my hat to you for that. And
Thank you.
no, it is. We keep talking a lot to different athletes, not just from cricket, from other arenas, and this is very refreshing. I'm sure Imam would agree. Imam has been with us for the longest time when we've been doing the shows, and this is fantastic. So brilliant.
Thanks.
Secondly, your pick, Karun Nair, I think is brilliant. Imam and I both agree. I mean, even the Imam is not saying yet because he's muted, but I know he's nodding his head and he agrees with that pick, and so do I. Because I think, and Umesh also agrees. I can see that. So that is a fabulous pick because even in my line for this season would have been at least top five. It just the sheer class and the probably extra second that he seems to have, and he seems very calm. His demeanor is very calm. He doesn't look nervous at any time. Yes, obviously any
Yeah, that's
batsman
true. Yeah.
gets out, but he looks very calm. That demeanor is very refreshing for the team. In his team, his non-striker, to see
Yeah.
that okay, we are under pressure, but look at this guy. He doesn't seem like he's so fantastic. Yeah, wonderful. Imam, would you agree?
Absolutely. I think first of all, Pragyan said it beautifully, and then you rounded off beautifully, Pankaj. I think, and also, whenever I see Karun Nair, I see that there is a huge innings in him waiting to be unleashed. It's just that he gets out. He gets out at the wrong moment. There's a huge innings, and don't be surprised if this guy scores 100 or in a T20 match as well. He has all the strokes, but just that he gets out at that wrong time. And thanks to him that Delhi came till the last match with the hopes of qualification. Otherwise, they would have been knocked out even before the last game. So yeah, completely agree. And Pragyan Ojha, it's so great to see him because I will not call him a neighbor, but very close to my place. He used to stay at Saipuri, I guess, and I
Yeah,
stay at
I used
Nalali.
to.
So it's very, very close. And it's so ironic that I have to meet him through a hangout and not go and meet him personally. But it's great to see you, Pragyan. And
Thanks,
Pankaj, if you
thanks, man.
allow
Same
me, I
here.
want to ask Pragyan a couple of
Please
questions
go ahead.
about,
Please go ahead.
this is something I wanted to ask him for a lot of time. Two test matches which I wanted to just check with him. What was his mindset? One, the famous Mohali game where Pragyan and VVS
Lakshman.
Bhai
Yeah.
went ahead. Our Hyderabadi heroes went ahead and won us the game, beat Australia by 1 wicket, and kept the record of not Ricky Ponting not winning a single test match
In
intact
India.
in India.
Yeah.
That is one. And also the Ahmedabad game where Pragyan bowled beautifully. He picked up around 10 wickets in the game. And on the last day when
Nine,
we
nine. I got 9 wickets.
9 wickets
Yeah.
almost. Okay, this is so nice of you, Pragyan. I just wanted to say that you got the temper, but in that game, Pankaj, I remember on the last day when England were 5 down, but Cook and Pryor had a fantastic partnership from lunch to the end of the day on the day four, and I was doubting whether India will be able to because the pitch was improving. It was not as if it was spinning,
Deteriorating. Yes,
but
yes.
Pragyan took the new ball and he took the wicket of Pryor and followed that by Cook, cotton bowled Pryor and then bowled Cook. So I just want to find out, Pragyan, what was it going through, because both were the situations were not easy. I don't think in both the situations we could have lost the game as well, or in the latter situation we could have drawn the game. So what was going through your mind?
Just before Pragyan responds, Pragyan, one more thing that I want to add to Imam's two questions is in the first game that Imam's talking about where VVS was there, it almost seemed like he got angry for the not running and he picked up his bat. What was the story? I always wanted to ask.
Uh,
Yeah, so I'll ask VVS also next time, but I would love to hear your story as well before I go there. Go ahead,
sure.
please.
Uh, Actually, the first game in when you're talking about Mohali, I was very ill. I wasn't even watching the game. I had if you see the picture when I'm walking with Lakshman Bhai, you can see on my this thing the forearms. I've got this what do you call the plaster where I was given a saline
Oh, the
because
drip. You had
drip.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
saline drip. Okay.
Yeah. So I was not feeling well. I was just lying down. Then I don't know from where I got the energy. I just started like when they told me that I have to go next. I was a little nervous. I went in. Then I think it was nice of Lakshman Bhai who came down and just told me like just be calm, just try and play your normal game. Don't think about anything. So that's how it was. And yeah, there was a single actually, and it was a very risky single. I thought maybe one of us would get run out because Raina was running for Lakshman Bhai. So it was a bit of confusion, and we didn't take the single. He was a little upset, and I think it's something special. Again, I can say a person like him.
Little upset, Pragyan. You're underplaying it to the
Yeah.
hilt, man. I've never seen VVS like
Yeah,
that.
I'm coming there. I'm coming there. What happened was he never gets angry with anyone because he knew me right from my childhood. As a 16-year-old boy, he's been watching me play for Hyderabad. So he had that liberty of shouting at me like an elder brother. So yeah, and it's part of the game when the situation is such. Sometimes the coolest guy also loses his temper. So that's how it was, and everything just merged after we won the game, and we never even spoke about it again. That's how it was. It was all about winning the game rather than getting into personal level or anything. And the second test match that we played in Ahmedabad against England, mm, actually it was first innings we got them out early. Then when it was second innings, the wicket was little better, and uh, we were thinking that should we go for follow on, or should we bat a little more and then put them on to bat? Then I think as a bowling group we decided we'll go, and because of that, because the wicket got better, our bowlers bowled a lot of overs, so we all got tired. And then suddenly, as you know, Dhoni bhai, he just came up to us and he's like, guys, we have to put up some special show here because we're playing in our country. So that's what he said. So it was like, we just went out and we just bowled our heart out. I was well supported by Ash and then Umesh, Zakpa. So and winning a test match, it cannot be us individual who can win you. It has to be a collective effort.
Right.
And especially as a bowling unit, even a guy picks up one wicket at that situation, which indirectly helps you to pick two more wickets, because once the partnership breaks, there's a new batsman and he has to get adjusted to the wicket, and he has to go through that situation, the pressure situation. So there are a lot of things added to it. So once, even if a guy in a test match picks up one wicket, it can change the course of the game. So that's what exactly happened. I got 9 wickets, that's a different thing, but I was well supported by other bowlers.
Wonderful. Thank you for those insights, Pragyan. Great story, especially the one the previous one with the Lakshman Bhai.
Yeah,
Fantastic. I'll next time when I meet him, I will definitely talk to him about it as well.
yeah,
Uh,
sure.
Thank you, Imam, for that questions. Let us just go over to Mohana. Mohana, go ahead. You can
Hi.
talk to Pragyan.
Yeah. Hi, Pragyan.
Hi,
It's so
Mona.
good to see you. My question is, tomorrow is the Eliminator. Who do you think would win?
Uh, you're talking about RCB.
Hyderabad and
Okay,
KKR.
okay, Hyderabad and KK.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll go for Hyderabad. There's no doubt about it. Uh, because they deserve it the way they have played throughout the tournament. They were the number one team. Unfortunately, they lost the last game and they were like in this, they're on the third, I think fourth they were. Yeah, third or fourth, one of this. But I'd like them to win.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. So thank you, Mohana, for that, and Pragyan. If you can hear me, I want to just have a quick word about today's game as well, which is the Lions versus RCB, a massive game actually. With great advantage to the winner, obviously, directly to the final, and the second one obviously gets another chance. So I think it is, and two teams which are on a high, and especially RCB, obviously, because the last four games have been phenomenal. They've turned it around, led by their talismanic captain, Virat with his bat, and the way he's been leading the side. However, the Lions have been on the top right from the get-go. They never seem to let their guard down even for a bit in the entire season. So I think it's going to be a cracking match. What are your thoughts on it, and who are you supporting and why?
Definitely, it's going to be one of a cracker, because both the teams are well settled, and they have a perfect playing 11, both the teams. So I feel it's going to be very difficult to pick a side who's going to win, but I think whoever handles the pressure in better will stand a good chance to win. And as far as that is concerned, I think Virat is very, very used to these kind of situations, and it totally depends on him as a captain. And I think the team that they have, m- the batsmen they have, especially, I think everybody will try and improve themselves and go to the next level to perform in these kind of games.
Right. It is crazy, Pragyan, because if you look at the RCB, out of the batting lineup, there are at least four people who can take the game away single-handedly.
Yes.
This being a T20 format, so just one person has to click. However, it seems to me the way it stands between the Lions and RCB, every strength seems to be cancelling, sort of each other out, because RCB's batting is obviously superb. but their bowling is a little weak, not as much. But Gujarat Lions seem to be a little more balanced in
Yeah.
terms of both departments. But the RCB has momentum on their side. They're on a high. So it almost seems like all these things are canceling each other out. So it's very hard to pick. You can't say
Definitely is.
that this team is definitely going to win.
As far as I know, in a T20 format, it's important that the momentum that you carry. If you're winning continuously, so it's like it's a very short format. So the confidence is very important. You have to have that confidence. Like a lot of wins behind you will definitely help you. That's what I've seen over the years. So I think both the teams are very balanced and well settled, as I said. So let's see. It's going to be a very good competition of bat and ball. So let's see how things go.
Wonderful. I'm as excited as everybody else is. That this is going to be a cracker. Absolutely. Uh, Pragyan, I definitely wanted to talk to you about this. This is probably a little blip, I would believe, in your career. It must have been a difficult phase. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was December 2014, where your action came under questioning and you were barred for about a month or two, and then in January 2015 you were cleared again. So tell us about this difficult period as a bowler who was doing so well, and suddenly this happens. Must have been a challenging part in your life. How did you overcome it? How did you tackle it? Just let us know your thoughts on the
Yeah,
entire thing.
I think it was one of the lowest point in my career, where exactly I didn't know when I didn't know exactly what was going on with me till I went to Chennai and to see what exactly my body was doing without my mind understanding it. So when I went to the center, the biomechanic guys, they told me like I have to do certain drills where they understand what exactly was happening. So it was like because there were few modifications that I had done with my action uh, while playing lot of cricket. That was because of that which I was flexing my arm a little bit more than what was allowed actually. Because I was bowling diagonally, I was running diagonally and going to the corner of the crease. Because of that, it was like very difficult for me to rotate my arm because my head was coming in between my while delivering the ball. So that was something I really had to work on, and changing my action and then doing something different after so many years of practice with the old action was very challenging. And I'm really glad that the support system I have with me,
Right.
it's been outstanding. A couple of my friends, they were like monitoring me every time I used to go onto the field. So initial stage was very important. It's like a rehab. Like if you have an injury and if you don't do a proper rehab, then you get back the injury again. So it was like that. And something which is registered in your mind for 15 years, to change it, it takes a lot of effort.
Absolutely.
So I was really working on that. Every time I used to bowl, I used to capture my video, watch it. And then when I started running straighter and started bowling, so everything just changed. It was because of the angle which was making such flexing my arm, which was not allowed. But right
Right.
now it's been a year. After that, I played a Ranji Trophy game. Then the whole season of Ranji Trophy, I played for India A without any doubts and anything which is illegal. I wasn't doing. So I'm really happy and I'm really glad. And it really showed me the strength I have within me, mentally and physically. And it's a very challenging thing. It was a little emotional. People thought it's like I'm a kind of criminal and something like that. I overheard people say that, but
Okay. I think
so
we
that
seem to have.
right now
Pragyan, I think you're having a bit of internet trouble at your end. We're just gonna wait for a while.
So it's just matter of time.
Right, Pragyan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Oh yeah, now your video is back. We had just lost you for just a little tiny bit, but you're back now. Great. Okay, thank you for sharing. That must have been a difficult time for you. I'm glad you overpowered it and you're back. Imam seems to have another question. Yes, Imam, go ahead, please.
No, Pankaj, I just want to say, because you and me, I think, yes, we are all cricket fans, cricket lovers. We comment about the game, we are not the experts. But whatever I have seen of Pragyan, I think never has there been a scenario where, happen to, or my friends happen to notice anything with his arm. I think he is one of the most classical bowler, classical left armers which I have seen. He doesn't have a dusra. He just has a arm ball, which every left armer has. So I don't know what was who reported it and why it was reported. For the heck of it. Also, I don't want to spark off a debate, but just one thing I just want to say. In this modern game where batsmen are getting heavier bats, they are doing a lot of
Imam, are you with us? I think we lost Imam, but I understand the sentiment what Imam was saying, so I think we agree with it. In fact, Imam is not here, but I'll share a story with you, Pragyan. You were so consistent, not only in terms of your performance, but even while bowling. Six deliveries almost in a test match, you would be bowling at the perfect same spot. If you had decided on a length, it seems like you've decided I'm going to put all the six balls there. And Imam and I and the other participants, we've been doing these shows for the last 4 years. And I used to call you the ये bowling machine आ गई भाई. अब देखो exactly एक जगह पे छह की छह पड़ेंगी, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है ओवर में.
No, I really enjoy bowling in a test match. I'm very emotional about test match because when I was growing, my uncle had played a little bit of cricket, like junior level cricket. So that's how the test cricket grew in me slowly. And then my coach, he's a big fan of test cricket. He never, when I was a regular member of Indian cricket team, he never used to ask me how I bowled. I have got purple cap. I have done well in IPL. I've done well in T20. One days I've done fairly well. But he never used to ask me all that. He always used to ask me, what have you done to prepare yourself for a test match? So that is how I've grown up. So I'm more inclined towards a test match and I'm more emotional about it. And that is the one thing which is really, when I'm down, it really helps me, pushing myself and do more and more hard work to reach that again.
Right. In fact, uh, I believe, I mean, obviously you are a professional, you do this for a living, but I believe Test cricket is the ultimate form of cricket. Everything else is great. I mean, it's exciting and fun, but we believe in at least our community, Imam seems to be back and he'll agree with me that we believe that Test cricket is the ultimate form of cricket. It should be untouched. It is perfect the way it is, and it is the ultimate test for any cricketer to perform at the highest level in test. So if somebody who's done well in test, for me it's done. That person is great at his craft. So yeah, so I can understand when you say that you are so emotional about test matches, and it brings a lot of joy to you. I totally understand that, and it's great to hear that
Thank
somebody,
you.
as a professional cricketer, is as big a fan of test cricket as we are as the fans. So wonderful.
Thank you.
Let's just go over to Sumit if he's still around with us. Sumit, go ahead. Please ask a question to Pragyan. Uh, normally you have to unmute because when the mic is closed, the voice doesn't come through.
Okay, okay, okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Pragyan. So before you were playing in Ranji for Hyderabad, right?
Yeah.
So now you're playing for Bengal. So
Yeah.
what made you switch to the teams, other teams?
It's like a very well thought decision, and I had taken advices from few of my senior cricketers and from the management here in Hyderabad. The thing was that, as you know, there are two groups in Ranji Trophy. Like one is plate and the other is elite. So Hyderabad, from past couple of years, was in plate group, and which is like a level below than the other groups which plays in elite. So I wanted to give a fair chance to myself, and it was a very I can say very hard decision for me to take, because all my life I had played for Hyderabad, and then suddenly moving to Bengal and playing for a new state. That was a little different, like difficult for me. But at the same time, to play in an elite group, you have to move to other team, because Hyderabad was not a part of the elite group. That's it. That was what was the thought behind it.
Right. Thank you for that, Sumit. Uh, let's just give Vikram a chance to have a word with you, Pragyan. Vikram, please come in. Vikram, I think okay. While Vikram is struggling with his internet, while he comes back, let's just go over to Mohana, because I believe Mohana has another question for Pragyan. Mohana, over to you.
Yeah, hi.
Uh,
I would like to know who are your favorites and who are your best buddies in cricket and why?
my favorite player is VVS Lakshman. It's very obvious, because as a young boy, I have always watched him and I've looked up to him, and it's like, he's like an elder brother to me. Whatever advices I have to take, I really fall back to him, and he's always there. So that's one thing. It's very, I share a different kind of relationship with him. So obviously it has to be VVS Lakshman. And as far as my batchmates and my friends, I think Rohit, Manoj Tiwari, Praveen Kumar. These are the few guys who have played, you know, right from the age group level, like under 16, then under 19, then we played Ranji Trophy, then for the Indian team. So we played a lot of cricket together. So we all are buddies, and then Ajinkya is a good friend of mine. So these are the few people I really, talk to them. I have a good uh, relationship with them, and so we share messages. They keep following my cricket. I keep texting them when they do well. So it's vice versa.
Thank you, Mohana, for that question. Thank you, Pragyan. Pragyan, it just struck me. 'Cause there was a time I used to spend a lot of time with our cricket. The other cricketers I spent a time with a lot with Virupa and Mahi and Ishant Lambu, basically. And I was wondering, how is it that I've never met you? I just recalled, and you might obviously not remember. I think this was in Gardenia. This is ITC, and
Okay.
we were having the hookah party. You came in with Mahi, but before
Yeah.
I could say hi to you, you just left the room of Ishant's room.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
I'm
didn't
really
you didn't
sorry.
spend time with us. Yeah,
No, 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 no.
yeah.
No,
So
no,
that
it's not that.
no, 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 no. I'm not blaming you. It just came back to me that how come I've not met Pragyan, and I just remembered. Yeah, I remember he came in with Mahi and we were doing the hookah, and because obviously hookah is one of the favorite pastimes obviously
Yeah.
there, and we did this in Ishant's room. So you came in, but you left before we could get started. So that's
Oh,
why you and I didn't meet at that time. But never mind. Next time, definitely
yeah,
when
yeah,
the
sure, sure.
when the
So now
series
that
ends.
we know each other so well, so we'll definitely catch up.
Perfect, perfect. Look
Yeah,
forward to that.
yeah.
By the way, that hookah I never got back. They just kept it. My said, "Rakh ke chala ja." Okay. With that story, let me just get Vikram. It seems that he's back onto the show. Vikram, go ahead. Ask your question.
Yeah, hi Pragyan.
Hi, hi,
I just
hi,
wanted
Vikram.
to let your opinion. Hi. I just wanted to know your opinion. These days, there are a lot of comparison made between Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar. According to you, which is the better player? or how are they different from each other?
I think it's very obvious that people will start comparing one generation with the other. When Sachin Paji started his career, a lot of people they said he's like Sunil Gavaskar sir. So that is how it is done. But we cannot compare one era with the other because the game then was different and the game now is totally different. Then we never had a T20 tournament when Paji was at the same age as Virat is now. So it's totally difficult to compare them. So there is like in this era, Virat is one of the greatest batsmen, and that era it was Sachin Paji. So I think they both are different and both stand differently. They have totally different identity, and let that be like that. I feel.
I think very well put, Pragyan, because Vikram is right. Because on social media, this is, I think, one of the biggest sort of debates and hot topics of discussion. For the
Yeah,
past, I know quite some time since Virat has been really killing it out there. So,
yeah,
but you're absolutely right. You cannot compare. Both are legends in their respective game. In fact, Virat has a long way to go.
yeah,
What Paji did across his span of 25 years is unbelievable because he stood the test of time. Virat is great right now. I just hope he continues it for another 15 years, which would be fantastic for Indian
yeah.
cricket. But yeah, both are legends, and let's respect them both equally for what they've done for our game. Thank you, Vikram,
Yeah.
for that question. It seems we are nearing the end of our show. I mean, we didn't even realize we had such a nice time talking to you, Pragyan, that we didn't even realize that we were way past our time of the show. But I will definitely give another chance to Umesh, if he's still with us, to ask you a question before we start wrapping up the show. So, Umesh, go ahead, please.
Please, please.
Yeah, so my question was that you've already taken 100 plus wickets for India, and then you've been the best bowler in the 2010 season of the IPL, and plus you were again
Umesh,
in the last.
I'm not able to hear you.
Hello,
Pragyan, are you
am
not
I
able
audible?
to hear Umesh?
Am I
Your
audible?
voice is also cracking.
Am I
No,
audible
no.
now?
Yeah, Pragyan, let Umesh say. If you're not able to hear him, I'll relay the question to you. Pragyan, can you hear
Hello.
me? Pragyan, am
Yeah,
I?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic, great.
Yeah.
I,
Am
I
I
think
audible?
Umesh, why don't you say your
Yeah.
question? I'll relay it to Pragyan.
Okay, so my question to Pragyan is that he has already scarred over 100 wickets for India, and he was the best bowler in the IPL 2010 season. So again, he played his last when Sachin played his last Test match. Pragyan was one of the he was the man of the match as well. So I wanted to know from him how was the feeling that he had got, and what is the favorite memory of that match that he played, and he was man of the match as well.
Right, thanks. Umesh, just mute yourself. Pragyan, did you get that question?
Yeah, yeah, I got it. I got it.
Okay, please go ahead then. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like hmm, hello.
Yeah,
You
Pragyan,
can
go
hear
ahead.
me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. It's a great feeling, getting 100 Test wickets for your country, and I think yeah. I'm more inclined towards this 100 wickets than the other achievements. Yes, I've got purple cap. I've got few wickets in but match as I said earlier, and look forward to play for the country again. And the test match, the last test match of Sachin Paji, that was a very emotional test match for all the members who were there because of his stature and achievements was he was like a emotion to the entire nation. So everybody just stood still when he retired. Like, in the stadium, the smallest thing was like
Okay, we seem to have lost Pragyan because of some technical issues at the back. I think there's an internet connectivity problems happening. We'll just check with Pragyan again. Pragyan, are you still there with us? Pragyan? Let's just take a moment and uh, give Pragyan a chance to get back. I think Hyderabad is having trouble with internet. Both our 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 buddy from Hyderabad, the Imam,
Both are
has been
Hyderabadis
struggling.
offensive
Yeah,
players.
both Hyderabadis have been like coming and going. So
Always perfect, Pankaj, and it was there yesterday when Mr. Kera was talking, and
yeah, well,
lot
shit
of
happens.
it's
Pragyan, are you still with us? Well, while we wait for Pragyan, I'll ask my tech team, behind the scenes team, to just check with Pragyan and find out if everything's okay, if he's going to be joining us. If not, while we wait for Pragyan, Imam, Umesh, why don't you just have a conversation about today's match a little bit, while I'll get this sorted at the back, right? Imam, over to you, man. You and Umesh, Nilab is there, Mona is there. Have this conversation going, and I'll just get something checked at the back, right?
sure, Pankaj.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
I think Umesh and Mohana, I think bit of more fight because if you remember the last time Bangalore played Gujarat at Bangalore, we all know what
Yeah.
happened. It was mainly
Passion.
Virat show, and
Smash them all over.
Passion.
Gujarat Lions were smashed. If that's the most nicest words which I can use here. So I think Raina was missing. Raina has the lady luck, whereas Virat has the luck with this side. So as Pankaj was rightly saying, a lot of things cancelling each other. One more thing which I will put out is, Virat's form versus Raina's lady luck. So that might cancel each other out as well. So Mohana is also smiling. So let's go to Mohana first and find out who she thinks will win tonight.
हाँ जी.
मोना आपको क्या लगता है आज की मैच में आपके कौन फेवरेट है
Um, it's Virat.
विराट
इसको
She
इसको टीम
she
से
seems
मतलब
to be a
इसको
Virat
टीम से
supporter than
मोहना
an
को टीम
RCB
से मतलब
supporter.
ही नहीं है मोहना को टीम से मतलब ही नहीं है वो कह रही विराट ही जीतेगा
विराट
दुनिया कहीं तेल लेने विराट जीतेगा आरसीबी जीते ना जीते कोई 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 भरोसा नहीं है oh it's you Pragyan is back Pragyan hi
hi, hi.
oh, okay good I'm glad you're back sorry we had lost you I think there was some technical internet issue at the
No
back
problem. Yeah.
and we were just talking to Mohana about who's going to win today, and she said, "I don't care if RCB wins as long as Virat does." So there you have it from Mohana. Right, right. So, all right. So now that you're back, I think it's probably a time we have for a few more questions, the last few questions before we wrap up the show. Umesh's question you had answered, and I think Nilab has another question. While I have a few more questions that we've taken from your fans from social media, which I will present to you after Nilab. Nilab, go ahead, yeah, please.
Yeah, Pragyan, I want to ask, you have played for India quite a lot of time, and want to share some memories on one of your favorite one with Indian team, Indian national team.
Your voice is breaking.
Pragyan, were you able
Video
to
is.
hear?
Hello.
Pragyan, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Right. So his question, Nilab's question, I believe, was that you've played for obviously India a lot, and is there any memory that is special to you that you would like to share with the fans? Something fun and interesting that happened? What's your favorite memory while you were with the Indian team?
I think I got my that was one of the most memorable moment of my test cap from a person who's achieved so much and who's regarded as the god of Indian cricket. So it was a very special moment for me. And then other than that, on a lighter side, the dressing room, at home, we always each other's leg, and cracking jokes on each other. These are the few things which I'll always treasure, and I really look forward to this. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nilab, for that, and thank you, Pragyan, for that story. Imam, if you have any final question before I wrap up the show, please go ahead, Imam.
Sure, Pankaj, I think what I would like to ask Pragyan is that I have seen Pragyan right from the days where he's played for Hyderabad for Deccan Chargers, now the team which is no more with IPL, and he won the IPL with the team, and also he's played under Rohit Sharma and MS Dhoni. Pragyan, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I just want to know who's the best captain you have played under? You have played under MS, Rohit, Gilly. Gilly, I guess, the way I love the way Gilly used to call Pragyan Pankaj. He used to say, Oj, ball this Oj. So, so I just want to know who
Yeah.
is the best captain Pragyan played under?
Well,
Can
Imam,
you
you
share?
said that you're not trying to put him on the spot. Well, you just did, and I thank you for that. Over to you, Pragyan.
No, I think when uh, on a bigger platform, my first captain was Gilly, and I'm glad that the confidence that he showed on me as a young bowler. He gave me those opportunities, and he really boosted my confidence, because when you're bowling to players who have already played international cricket as a young boy, so it's something you know you really are a little nervous about. Uh, but at the same time, Gilly made sure that I was comfortable, and I was in the right frame of mind. So that was one thing. Then when I got into the Indian team, I got a captain like MS Dhoni, who's a bowler's captain, I can say. He really understands you, and as a bowler, when you're playing your initial games, you have to have a captain who is a bowler's captain and who understands his bowler's strengths and weaknesses. So at that situation, I was very lucky to have these two people who were very experienced, and one of the finest captains, I can say. And Rohit, it was not a captain; it was like more of a friend who's helping you on the field, because we knew each other so well, and we gelled up so well right from Deccan Chargers, and before that when we played age group cricket, and then for Indian cricket as well. So it was more of like we are gelling together, and he exactly knew what I had to do, and what I can do and what I cannot. So I was, in a way, very lucky to have different people in different stage, where they understood my cricket, and more than that, my strengths and my weaknesses.
Right. Perfect. Thank you, Imam, for that question. Uh, this is coming in from one of our fans on social media, Pragyan, that obviously this particular interaction on FB Live was a glimpse into what Pragyan is off the field. What kind of a personality are you? But they want to know what goes on with Pragyan, when he's on his personal time. How is he off the field? Which obviously the fans don't know much about. What is it that you would like your fans to know about yourself, which is not out there already?
Yeah, see, I really enjoy riding my bike. I'm a very big lover of bikes, and I really enjoy it. That is something really helps me just get out of everything and just be myself and enjoy it. And then the other thing is like watching movies. If you know, like, people down south, they watch a lot of movies. I'm a movie buff. I watch a lot of movies, whatever is possible. And in movies, I'm a big fan of Akshay Kumar and Mahesh Babu. Mahesh Babu is a
Telugu superstar.
Telugu superstar. Yeah. So I really enjoy movies, and these are the things I do. And I'm a kind of person who hardly gets out of house. I enjoy staying at home. I enjoy my wife's company, my parents, my younger brother. I really enjoy this. I hardly get out anywhere.
So it seems like the only time when you get out is when you have your bike with you and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go on this. So if I may ask, Pragyan, what bike do you have? Do you have these big ass super bikes, or which one do you have?
Harley Davidson.
Which one? 883 or which one? Or the
No,
Fat
no.
Boy?
I have this Harley Davidson 48.
48. Wow. Awesome, awesome. So now I have another reason to come down to Hyderabad.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Not
Definitely
only
come
to
down.
meet you, Pragyan, but also experience the 48.
Sure, sure.
So, Imam, yes, please go on, Imam.
Just want to know, Pankaj, I think he stays in Hyderabad, so because we are localites, so it will not be fair to end this fantastic Facebook chat which we had without some Telugu. Pragyan garu, మీరు బ్రహ్మోత్సవం చూసారా? ఎలా మీకు ఎలా అనిపించింది మూవీ? మహేష్ బాబు అయితే కిరాక్ యాక్టింగ్ చేసిండు, కానీ మీకు ఎలా కనిపించింది మూవీ?
మూవీ నేను చూడలే, ఎందుకంటే నేను కాశ్మీర్ లో ఉండే, దానివల్ల నేను చూడలే. ఇప్పుడు ఈ వీక్ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ అలాగే వెళ్ళి ఒకసారి చూస్తా.
మీరు ఒక్కసారి నాకు చెప్పేస్తే నేను ఏషియన్ రాధికా సినిమాస్ టికెట్స్ మీకు పంపించేస్తాను. మీరు వదునా గారు ప్లీజ్ చూడండి అండ్ ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి మూవీ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
I agree with whatever was being said. Totally. I'm sure something nice would have been said. So, thank you for that, Imam, for that touch. Pragyan, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out to be with us, spending this entire hour. I know we started late, uh, but I know you live a busy life, so thank you so much for.
No, it was absolute pleasure, and I really enjoyed the conversation. I really enjoyed the entire show that you did. So I'm really looking forward to some more of these ones. And thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. It was very, exciting.
It was an absolute pleasure, Pragyan, and thank you, our participants, our buddies, for coming over and having
Thank
this
you.
chat with me and Pragyan. It was wonderful to have you on the show. But before we go, Imam, I really want to ask you, what the hell did you just say? Translation, please.
Well, I was just saying, Pankaj, we're talking about Mahesh Babu's new released movie, which is doing fantastically well at the box office.
Well, all his movies do fantastically well, yeah.
Yeah, but this one being a multi-starrer Brahmotsavam, so I was just checking with Pragyan whether he's watched the movie, he got the time to watch, but because he was in Kashmir having a fantastic time, so I was just telling him, just let me know, I'll ensure that he gets the best 2 tickets in one of the multiplexes we have, which is near to his place and near to my place as well.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Thank you for that. Pragyan, before we leave, I really want to say one thing, and this is my observation from a personal front, that for someone who has more than 100 test wickets, for somebody who's represented cricket at the highest forms in sort of all formats, you came across as a very humble and a very calm man. It's amazing to see that. It was very refreshing, and I really, really enjoyed talking to you, especially because of your humility. It was amazing, fantastic. Thank you so much for being
Thanks.
the way you are.
Thank you.
Pragyan.
I really
Awesome.
enjoyed it. Thank you.
Pleasure, guys. So there you have it, fans. Our fans of Circle of Cricket. I hope you enjoyed this FB Live interaction session with Pragyan Ojha. It was his first. We had a ball, and he says that he had a nice time too. So hopefully he'll be back again for more. We will have more of these conversations. And before we go, well, the show cannot end without me making that announcement that, guys, please go to your Play Store or the iOS App Store, install Indian Panga League. Let us know your comments, your feedback. Play the game and let your feedback coming to us. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope you enjoy the game. We'll end the show with this. We'll say bye to you, and we'll just play the video again for you once more to just have a look at the Indian Panga League game. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Pragyan. Thank you so much, buddies. Mohana, Nilab, Umesh, Vikram, and Imam.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for having us.
Cheers. Bye bye. Team, why don't you play the video in the meantime? Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.